You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for April 21st all the way through April 25th. Carly betrays someone and Anna scares Maxie. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right into what's coming on Monday, April 21st, which is season 62, episode 155. So Carly is very insistent about something, and looks like that's when she's talking to Sonny. She was trying to give him advice on dealing with the referendum and Laura and all the pressure, but he is pretty insistent that he's not going to roll over. He's going to fight this the whole way through. And she may have some more things to say about his upcoming surgery as well. Sasha admits to something, and that is when Jason comes to confront her after he talked to Maxie last week and was hearing about how Sasha changed her tune abruptly about Sidwell. Well, he smells something suspicious. So Jason comes over and just point blank asks Sasha if she took money from Sidwell. Lucas decides to hear Marco out after Lucas asks Marco if he knew who he was when they met. So he's just wondering if this was all a big setup. I don't think it was. I like Marco. Not everybody, but a lot of people have parents that, are disreputable, but you shouldn't be held to task for that. Meanwhile, Jordan and Isaiah reach a decision, and Jordan tells the doctor somebody needs to stop Sidwell. And with this new job offer, she's in a position to do it. And so she thinks that they probably should call their relationship off, at least for a while. But I wonder if he will agree. I doubt he will. Sidwell comes to see Alexis, and he's telling her that somebody would be a fool not to hire her. I wonder if he's pitching her to represent deception since Scotty is gone now, and he's making a move to get Sonny out to take things over. So it's kind of weird to use his ex Alexis. Not that they were much of a thing, but they do share a daughter. Josslyn is kind of annoyed with Emma and wants to know why she's always so mad at her. And Anna warns the deception ladies about just how bad Sidwell is, even though Sasha backed off her claims. So Maxie wants to know if Anna is investigating him and if she plans to arrest Sidwell. BLQ is freaking out because if Sidwell is arrested and they freeze his assets, then Deception can't make their blockbuster face cream anymore because they won't have the secret ingredient they're getting from him. So Maxie begs Anna to please tell her just how bad this is so they can get out in front of it. Tuesday, April 22nd is season 62, episode 156. Trina opens up to her dad, Curtis. Obviously, she's quite worried about Kai having this risky and experimental surgery. And remember, Kai asked for Portia's advice, but before she even checked into it and got back to him, Kai already decided he was going to go ahead and do it, and he seems to be sticking with that. Carly betrays an ally on Tuesday, and it could be Nina because she is over at Carly's house this week. And of course, they're talking about the messy Drew and Willow situation. Kai has an update for Drew. He already went and tried to talk to him once, but that was in the middle of the whole Carly, Nina, Willow kerfluffle. So looks like Kai circled back around and is going to tell him that he does indeed want to have the surgery that Drew offered. We're also going to have Lucky giving Christina some more tough love. She shows up at Liz's house, and it looks like Lucky isn't happy to see her there since she is the one who hurt Elizabeth and caused that broken leg. And Willow goes to Jason looking for some help. So I just wonder if Willow is going to ask Jason to help with the whole tense Michael or Carly situation since he's in good with both of them. Wednesday, April 23rd, episode 157 of season 62. Carly and Jason are clashing. So he may go straight from talking to Willow over to talk to Carly. Now, typically Carly and Jason disagree a lot over Jack Brennan, but this may be with Jason going over there to advocate somehow on Willow's behalf for peace or whatnot. If he is speaking out on behalf of Willow, Carly's not going to like it at all. Tracy makes an offer on Wednesday. It may be to Sidwell. When Tracy came to, it seemed like she was coming to a meeting of the minds somewhat to Sidwell this past week about getting Sonny out of the country, or out of the company rather. She seems to be ready to make a move, but then there's new information coming out about him. So I'm interested to see if Tracy will pivot at all based on what Anna was saying to Maxie and BLQ. Dante and Lulu talk about family matters. I wonder if she's going to be pressing again about Rocco coming to live with her, which Dante definitely doesn't want. He wants him to be able to stay around the other kids, but Lulu was pushing for it. And Laura is back to having to defend herself. And I'm sure it's more about the Sonny Esplanade stuff. Ezra was saying that she wanted to put it to a referendum so she didn't have to make a decision that would go against Laura's mobster buddy, or it may be Drew that comes at her, but obviously it's still about the mob stuff. And Drew's reaction surprises Willow, and I wonder if it's a reaction to hearing that she talked to Jason, his twin brother, that he despises. Thursday, April 24th, episode 158 of the current season. This is, by the way, the first day of May sweeps. And as I predicted, we're getting Sonny's surgery and sweeps. Now, he's supposed to be heading out to LA to get the operation. He's preparing for it. Natalia was going to go with him, but he has since dumped her. So I'm very interested to see, because he can't just go to LA alone to get heart surgery. And because it sweeps, something might happen. Brook Lynn is very alarmed, and it might be about the adoption stuff with her hubby that they're talking about, or it could be this deception and Sidwell stuff. Danny opens up to Jason and talks to him about how much he misses his mom, Sam, and I wonder if bonding with Sasha and the new baby that's coming might comfort him. Jason seems to be getting attached to the idea of the baby. Molly has a warning for Rick. It'd be kind of ironic if she tells him he needs to drive more carefully when her sister was the one who caused the accident. Cody finds himself needing medical attention on Thursday. Maybe he is hurt in the stables, and I'm interested to see if Molly shows up for that. If she's up at the hospital talking to Rick, then maybe she will run into Cody. I still like them together. I think it's very cute. And just an aside, I saw this on Soap's social media. They had Molly acting so scared of the horse. And then somebody mentioned, and I had kind of totally forgotten about the whole thing where Molly had a stuffed toy that was a little horsey because of how much she liked horses. And there was a little bit of debate whether it was Christina that had the toy or Molly. And I didn't go back to dig into it too deeply. I remembered the scene though. And I think it was Molly's little horsey because I thought it was over at her apartment. And yeah, interesting. So Friday, April 25th, season 62, episode 159, Carly gets some news about Sonny's prognosis. So is there bad news before, during, or after the surgery? We'll see. Nina decides she needs to play dirty. Obviously, it's about the Drew issue. Brook Lynn calls out Lulu, and I wonder if she's pushing BLQ on telling Dante again about the baby. Christina gets a big shock. I wonder if Alexis is going to tell her she knows what she did. And Willow hits a big old roadblock, and this could be in plans to move forward with her new life with Drew.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.